I'm Julie. I'm a mom to a busy toddler, and with summer here in the high desert, we've been looking for ways to keep cool without cranking up the air conditioner all day long. So I was looking for a portable fan that would be compact and lightweight enough to move from room to room, quiet enough to use while I'm working and sleeping, and powerful enough to really keep us cool. And I found the LEVOIT Windi Mini. I have to be honest, when I first saw this fan, I thought, is something that small really going to do the trick? So today I'll show you everything that came in the box, demonstrate the controls and the remote, show you the airflow, let you listen to the noise level, and tell you my thoughts after using it for the last few weeks. Before we get into all the details, listen to this. That's the lowest speed. Now let's jump up all the way to turbo. For how much air this thing moves, it's surprisingly quiet. Now let me show you what comes in the box. You get the mini tower fan, the remote control, the power adapter, and the user manual. Setup really couldn't be much easier. Just plug in the power adapter and it's ready to go. One thing to note is this isn't a cordless fan, so it does need to stay plugged into a wall outlet while you're using it. So if you're looking for something battery powered for camping or travel, this definitely isn't it. But for a bedroom, office, living room, dorm, or nursery, I actually really like not having to worry about keeping another device charged. One of the first things I noticed is the size. It's compact enough that it doesn't take up much space on a desk or a nightstand, but it still feels high quality and well built. It also has a built-in carrying handle, so it's really easy to grab with one hand and move from room to room. During these hot summer days, I found myself carrying it wherever we happen to be. My office while I'm working, the living room while we're watching TV, and the bedroom at night. Having one fan that's portable has been much more convenient than buying multiple fans for different rooms. Now let's go through the controls. The first button is the power button. The next is the fan speed button. Press it to cycle through the fan speeds and you get 4 speed settings plus a turbo mode. So whether you want just a light breeze or maximum airflow, this fan has you covered. Personally, I like to keep it on the lower settings because they're quiet and still provide lots of airflow. And if the room starts getting a little warm, I just turn it up to the higher speeds or the turbo for extra cooling. Next is the oscillation button. Press it to turn on and off the oscillation, and long press it to cycle through oscillation settings. I like that you aren't just limited to one setting. You can choose between 30, 60, or 90 degrees, depending on how much of the room you want cooled. The smaller angle works really well when I'm sitting at my desk because it keeps the airflow focused on me. The wider settings are nice when I'm relaxing in the living room and want more of the space cooled. Next is the timer button. Press it to select your desired time. The available time settings are 2, 4, 8, or 12 hours. Once selected, the fan will automatically shut off at the designated time. This is great for after you've fallen asleep or if you know you only need it for a few hours. And one of my favorite features is this mute button. Pressing it will turn off the sound and display lights, and it's perfect if you're using it in a bedroom or a nursery. And then to just turn it back on if you need the sounds once again. It also comes with a remote control, and honestly, I use it more than I expected to. You can power the fan on and off, adjust the speed settings, change the oscillation, and set the timer without getting out of bed or leaving your desk. It's one of those little super helpful conveniences that I end up appreciating every day. Now let's talk about the airflow, because that's probably one of the biggest reasons you're considering this fan. This is on the low setting. Look how much air it's already pushing. For a fan this compact, I was genuinely impressed. LEVOIT rates it at up to 23 feet per second, and while I didn't measure the exact airflow, I can definitely feel a strong, focused stream of air from several feet away. It doesn't feel weak or scattered like some of the smaller fans I've used before. The airflow feels smooth, consistent, and surprisingly powerful for something this size. The other thing that really impressed me is just how quiet it is. Let me turn it all the way up to turbo so you can hear the sound. On the lower settings, it's quiet enough that I'd have no problem sleeping with it running or using it while I'm working. Even on the higher speeds, it never has that loud rattling or buzzing sound that some portable fans have. I also really like the bladeless tower design. It has a clean, modern look, and it's easy to wipe down if it gets dusty. And with a curious toddler running around, I really appreciate not having exposed fan blades. Overall, this fan has exceeded my expectations. I honestly wasn't sure if something this compact would move enough air to make a noticeable difference, but it really does. It's quiet, easy to move from room to room, and it's become something we use every day during these hot summer months. I've actually caught myself carrying it from room to room instead of wishing I had multiple fans. So if you're looking for a compact fan to help keep you cool this summer, whether it's for your bedroom, office, dorm room, nursery, or any small space, and you want something that's quiet, portable, easy to use, and puts out a surprising strong airflow, I highly recommend this one.